Okay. I'm pulling out my Sacred Rebels deck because I feel I've got a very specific person here. I'm actually, even before I call a call, interesting. This might be a calling that's going to transpire, but even before I start this message, I'm going to ask for consent to read, and I'm going to ask you trust me. And I'm going to ask you to settle into that energy and decide for yourself. Okay? If it's a no, that's okay. I'm not here to take that personal, that you trust your discernment. If it's a yes, welcome. My name's Izzy. I go by 8th House Mercury here in Australia on my other account where I do evolutionary astrology. If this message resonates with you, which this seems like a very important message because that one fell, the best way you can support me as a reader is subscribing to my newsletter. It's called Letters from the 8th House. It's where I channel the upcoming transits straight to your inbox every Monday to guide you through the week ahead. Okay. I gotta make sure things are covered. Oh my gosh. This is conscious connections. I was really hoping I was gonna jump out of the realm of love readings with this message, but apparently not. Love is in the air. Happy Valentine's Day. If you don't have a Valentine, don't worry. You can be my Valentine. Type to confirm. Say yes. Yes! I'll be your Valentine. Okay, you guys are silly and goofy like me. I'm stoked. This is card number 35. I'm going to read just a little bit from the book here to get some deeper clarity and insight. Okay. Oh my gosh, this literally starts with, there is a call. The first line is, there is a call for more intimacy in your immediate relationships. There's an opening for heart-to-heart communication that can salvage and restore a broken relationship or friendship if you are willing to honor your differences and look at what unites you. Sometimes it's hard to bear the differences between one another. One person may be willing to live a life of high definition, while somebody else may prefer to live it more vicariously until they have the confidence to step up on center stage of their own life story. If you have asked to experience a more sacred connection with people who truly get you and want to play life with you rather than at odds against you, then this oracle is a confirmation that this manifestation is on the way to you now. Let's go deeper. Spirit, what can you tell me about this relationship? Okay. We're going to use my Celestial Bodies deck. The full moon. The next full moon that we have is March 3rd, and it's a lunar eclipse in Virgo, by the way. I feel like there's like energy trapped in your body. Full moon and waning gibbous. Okay, these seem like two different time things, so I'm going to pull clarifiers. Not from here. Spirit's like, that was time orientation, but we're going to do this. Thanks for your patience, guys. Full moon. Oh. Yeah, that was like the sounds I was making. I'm like, there's a very, oh my gosh. Waning. Okay, so this has to do with, I think, a little bit of your menstrual cycle. I'm not gonna lie, because the womb came out. But with the full moon, we have the animal coming out, and this reminded me of a song by Ellie Goulding. It's called The Animal, or Animal. Ellie Goulding. Clearly not The Animal, but Animal. That's how it starts. I'm not going to play all of it so I don't get copyrighted. It says, oh man. This is interesting. I'm so sorry. My brain is taking a while to digest this information. With the full moon and the animal coming out, it's almost like this lunar eclipse in Virgo that we're having coming up. It's sort of this culmination of like leaning in and trusting God, and especially with this card of conscious connections coming out. But I'm also, and now my ears are getting all weird, there's something that like during ovulation, right? That's the peak of your cycle, the full moon, like literally letting yourself embrace your desire, like your primal desires, like really just getting like, I feel called to share. This is a very maybe that's why I was asking if you trust me, is like it's a mutual trust, because I'm going to be vulnerable here. In the car today, I was driving and lots of things were coming up. And if you guys don't do any somatic work, I'm an embodiment practitioner. I actually have embodiment sessions open if anybody's interested in being guided through some somatic work. And I was like really like letting myself get like because there was so much in my body, and even just doing that like literally just lit my body up. So if that feels a little, ooh, that's weird, Izzy, I don't want to do that, I challenge you to give it a go. Let yourself like crawling on all fours. There's something about like play that comes into that. And then waning gibbous with the wound, the womb. I feel called to tell some of you feminines here, your womb space will hold the energetic of another person who's been physically intimate with you for 7 years. There's something about a 7-year thing coming to close, like where like your womb is no longer carrying the energy of somebody else coming through as well. But I feel like there's a mass, like this has been coming up collectively too, where there's a shedding. The next the next bleed that you have is going to be something that's gonna shift things. Tell me more, Spirit. The heart. It's making space. Tell me about this conscious connection, please. Can we just get a little insight? And this song, I didn't even read the lyrics yet. Animal. I've shown you all the places I've been dreaming of. I'll take you to the ocean. I'll bring the sun. We are 17. We have just begun. I have a love to fight for, and then some, and then some. But you are the one, the one, the one, the one. There will be no blood. There will be no pain. I want to fall in love with you again and again and again. Like there is, that's a lot of cards. I'm going to take that one. The storm, I'm not reading this as like dark. I'm reading this as like, oh my gosh. Spirit just reminded me of a download that came through. Oh my gosh. Somebody just commented on one of my YouTube videos. I've been celibate for 19 years. Been looking for a break from it. Haha. So some of you are getting a break from celibacy with this reading. I bless her heart. I hope she finds this reading. But I had a download come through while I was driving of a call and response of thunder and lightning. It's like you continuing to allow yourself to follow your heart, to be illuminated in the essence of your heart is the response that this masculine needs, like for them to follow you. And if you don't know how thunder and lightning works, light moves faster than sound, and moves faster than sound. So when the light flashes, it takes a while for the thunder to echo that sound, the sound wave that is created from it. So what this is telling me is like you are at a certain pace. You're at a certain point in your life where you're very clear. You're very clear about your essence and your energy, and just leaning into embodying the animal. And this masculine, this person, they are, and of course my boy cat just came up and he's pawing at the heart card. They are taking a little bit more time, but they're getting closer. The reverberations are getting closer. We have the castle, the maiden, and the pilgrim. There's a need for you to step outside of your comfort zone again with some of this more primal work, more embodiment work, getting into your body, pushing yourself, doing things that take you out of your comfort zone. Because I almost see like you're sitting in your castle like Rapunzel, and you're just like, I hope Flynn Rider shows up. I hope he shows up. And it's not conducive. And he just tapped the lightning on my card. And the pilgrim's all about like leaving a space, leaving and moving forward. Last thing, the orphan. There's sort of this frequency of like not abandoning yourself in this process, okay? I'm going to leave this here. If there's something on your heart and on your mind that you want to dive deeper into, my readings are open. And additionally, sign up to my newsletter if this did resonate. I love you guys. Bye. See ya.